I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with the message for Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. Now, this is just going to be a general reading, so whatever I see is what I'm going to read. All right. Let's shuffle it up for you guys here. Benevolent ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, and those that come to us in and through unconditional love only. What are the messages that you have for Scorpio at this time? Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. What do they need to know, see, and be aware of from the time they view this video moving forward? I hope you guys have been well. I have been really well. I'm enjoying my summer. All right. I hope you guys are too. Scorpio, Sun, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. What are the most important messages, predictions, and happenings to, for, from, about, and around Scorpio from the time they view this video moving forward? Let's do a couple more. And one more. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Comfort, confirmation, clarity, whatever they need, Spirit. Let's give it to them. We got the Three of Wands. Okay, I like that energy. Oh, okay, so Page of Swords. These came out together. Page of Swords with the Eight of Swords. Oh, my Lord. I've been dropping cards, boy. I don't like dropping my cards. All right. I feel like you've been, before I get too deep, I am going to pull all these cards, but I do feel like you've been given some information about somebody that you are in a relationship with. They are potentially a masculine earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the King of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, I almost said the Changed Man. Ooh, isn't that interesting? What a cute little slip there. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, and the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles as the overall energy. Okay, let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. All right. Five of Swords, Judgment card, and the Hermit. Oh, my Lord. Okay, so there is a new opportunity opening up for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I see. Okay, we have the Emperor and we have the Empress. The unfortunate part here is that I don't think either one of these people is you. Okay, and I think that's what you're about to find out, or what you did find out. Okay, whether it was through gossip, tower moments are things, are moments in time, revelations, information, particular conflicts, right? That change everything you thought you knew about a person, about a place, a situation, an environment, everything, okay? You're finding out some sort of information that you've been in denial about for the longest time. You thought that you were in this great relationship with this person, potentially getting to know them, right? Maybe even taking it a step further, becoming exclusive, you know, like a real commitment with this person. And you were in denial about maybe some information or some gossip that you had heard about them. Maybe you had a friend come to you and be like, oh, I heard he was married. Okay, or I heard they were married, right? And you go, no way. They would have told me if they were married. It doesn't matter how cool you are, how open you are, how often you say, oh, I'm okay with being a side piece, right? Even if you are. I have no judgment here. You guys do what you got to do. Karma, I'm not karma, okay? And I'm not here to judge. So what's going to happen is what's going to happen. But you might have even been okay with being a side piece, okay? If they had told you the truth. That's the thing, though. That's the thing. In a lot of ways, you are probably more open than most when it comes to your romantic relationships. Now, this doesn't have to apply to everybody watching this video who might resonate with the greater message, okay? This might only apply to a few of you, but some of you guys are super open, and it doesn't matter if you really like somebody, as long as they're honest with you and open with you and at least offer you some sort of integrity, right? Then you're willing to accept whatever situation they're in, okay? It's when people lie to you that it becomes a problem. It's when people lie to you and aren't honest with you and aren't operating with integrity, because it's like, oh, if you're lying to me about this, what else are you lying about, right? If you lie to me about small stuff, then you're definitely lying to me about the big stuff. And if you're lying to me about big stuff, then I can't even trust you. I feel like that's the kind of person that you might be, especially in this situation where you feel like you were dealing with somebody probably even because they had money, because they were successful, okay? Because they had a name for themselves, because they've already built a legacy for themselves. That's this King of Pentacles that I'm referring to right here. And I'm going to address you as if you're in the feminine. It doesn't matter what body you're in, okay? It's just about the energy, right? So I think that you don't need this person to provide for you, to protect you, to do anything for you. You're totally independent. You can stand on your own 2 feet. I-N-D. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you are an independent feminine. You know what you can do. You know who you are. You're very self-assured. You're very strong in your energy. You're somebody who doesn't need a lot to be happy. And it's not that makes you simple or low maintenance. It's just that you provide so much for yourself that everything else kind of feels like a cherry on the top. So when this person came into your life, I feel like maybe you thought it was fate, or maybe you thought like there was a reason you guys were supposed to know each other, or there was some sort of instant connection. I won't say love at first sight. I don't think that at all. I don't even see any love here, to be honest. I don't think it's about love between you and this person. I think y'all have a lot of chemistry. I think y'all get along really well. And like I said, I think this person has money. And maybe they can spoil you in ways that you might not be able to spoil yourself. And maybe they can spoil you in ways that you just prefer come from other people, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, there's a reason why you're attracted to this person. It seems like they have their stuff together. It seems like they have a career, or they have a successful life. Yada, yada, yada. All of those wonderful things, right? And then you've been hearing like, oh, I think they're married, or I think they might have a baby on the way, or I think something might be going on. I think they might have a family. And you're like, no, because I've been really upfront with them, and they know that they can tell me anything. We have a great connection, right? We're honest with each other. We're open with each other. There's no way that this person could be, going behind my back and have this whole family that I don't know about. Well, guess what? They do. And you're going to find that out. It's going to be confirmed to you, whether it's through this reading. And this reading honestly isn't enough. So you guys, what I say I do is take an energetic snapshot. So I can only see what's happening, probably what could happen within a short time of you viewing this video. So either you've already found the information, okay? Somebody's already come to you, a very reliable source has already come to you and been like, nah, baby, like they are lying to you, right? Or you'll find this information on your own, whether you look it up. I don't know if marriage records are public where you live, but they're public where I live. And any man that I give my time or attention to, I make sure that they're not legally married, okay? Because people will lie to you all the time. I also look up their criminal history. So you guys, just a little bit of advice if you don't already do that. I mean, y'all are Scorpio, so y'all probably already know this stuff. But if you have access to marriage records and this person has been saying, oh, I'm not married, put their name in there. Do you even have this person's whole name? Do you have their first and their last? That's something I've noticed about dating when you get older, is people will just give you their first name or a nickname so that you can't follow up with information. But there are other ways you can give people's full name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you to, be a stalker or anything like that, but I'm telling you that there is a way that you can get the information that you need if you haven't gotten it already. And I'm not saying, I don't judge people for protecting themselves. Look up what you need to look up. Get the information that you need to get so you can get clarity on this and peace on this, okay? If you have any doubts that this reading is for you, right? Look it up yourself. Find the information that you need. Do what you need to do to get the answers to the questions that you seek. And even if it's just calling them and being like, look, I've been hearing some things and I need to know what's going on. Maybe they'll tell you. Maybe they'll open up, or maybe you'll be able to sense something by their response or their reaction that maybe feels a little bit questionable. I'm just saying, follow your intuition. But I do feel like there is some irrefutable evidence that's coming your way, and you're not going to be able to deny it. Either they're dealing with somebody else, they could potentially be married, or they got somebody pregnant, okay? That's really the reality of the situation. And I don't know if they're necessarily committed to this person that they've gotten pregnant, but I feel like it could be somebody that they have children with already, okay? So either they're messing with their baby mama or somebody that they already have children with. They either got somebody pregnant, another side piece, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how exclusive you guys are or how committed you guys are to each other. I don't really see it being that deep, honestly, to be honest. I just see it more so being about the principle. Like, oh, you lied to me. Like, I told you you could be honest with me. I told you you could share things with me, and you went ahead and lied anyway. How could you ever trust this person? That's what I'm feeling from you. It's like, how would I ever trust anything you ever say again? It's because I gave you the floor. I gave you an opportunity to just let me know what was going on, and you lied to me. And it's because they want their cake and they want to eat it too. They don't want to have to be honest with everybody, because then now we have to talk about it. Now it has to become a conversation point. And now, you get to know all these details, and I can't manipulate you into believing whatever I want you to believe. It's harder to manipulate people when you tell them the truth. It's harder to manipulate people when you're not using deception as communication. Okay, it's way harder. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles here. What's going on with this King of Pentacles? The Nine of Swords. Let's get one more for this. Okay, yeah, I would say this person feels really guilty about not telling you the truth, because honestly, the way that you find out, it may not be through them. If you do find out through them that they've been lying to you, it's because they feel so guilty about lying to you that they can't take it anymore. They're not sleeping at night. They're not doing well mentally when it comes to the fact that they didn't communicate these things with you, or the fact that they have to keep this secret from you. Okay, so they could be feeling a lot of guilt and trying to, and maybe feeling very confused around the situation. Okay, because they don't know how to tell you, they don't know what story to share first. I think they, you know what's funny is, I think it's, oh, they might actually really be married for real. For some of you guys, I think the weird thing about this is like, they might have told you bits and pieces of things that may now connect as a result of knowing this, right? If you were wondering where they were last Thursday night, for example, and they told you, I'm out with my homies, and you saw some stories of their homies out doing whatever they were doing, and he wasn't with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's going to make other things make sense. Whatever they're going to reveal, or whatever is being revealed to you, whatever you're about to confirm, whatever this information is going to make so many other things make sense. You're going to be like, oh, that's why. And you're going to connect a lot of dots that you may have been feeling uncertain about for a long time. Let's clarify the Empress energy. Somebody's definitely pregnant. Somebody's pregnant. Somebody's getting a positive pregnancy test. They could be a feminine water sign, just like you, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, right? Or they, oh my God, come on. Look at that. I know y'all probably don't know what that means, but seeing the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Sun, the Queen of Cups, somebody is pregnant. Somebody's pregnant. Okay, somebody's getting a positive pregnancy test, or somebody's pregnancy is being confirmed. There's a pregnancy here, okay? And I don't think it's yours. Like I said, I don't think you're the Emperor or the Empress. I don't think you're the one who's pregnant. I mean, you could be. You could be pregnant at the same time as this other person, but somebody else is also pregnant, okay? Somebody else is also pregnant. And if it's you who's pregnant, you're not telling them. You're not telling them. I don't know why, but you don't want to tell them. You want to keep it, but you don't want to tell them. Nine of Pentacles. Let's clarify that energy. We got the Star. Oh, we got two cards here. The Star and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you have been asking for something to be confirmed to you for a long time. You've been asking for something to happen for you for a long time. And you feel like your wish has been fulfilled with this person. I feel like, honestly, you feel like this is exactly the kind of relationship that you wanted to be in. You didn't want a whole lot of commitment. You may not even want to get married. You just thought you finally found somebody who was willing to give you the level of commitment or the level of a responsibility in a relationship that you were looking for. I just feel like in some ways you thought this person was your perfect match. I feel like in some ways you thought this person was somebody that you were going to have a partnership with for a long time. Now, am I saying like a partnership like you live together, like you're married? No, not like that. It's more like a, you live over there, I live over here, and when we get together, we're together type thing. That's how I feel about this relationship. I don't feel like it was like super serious, okay? Let's clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is going to be the final straw. This is going to be the final straw. The information that you're finding out, or what's being confirmed to you, is the absolute final straw. You're absolutely done with this person. You're done with the situation. You feel like you're going to have been taught your lesson. You learned your lesson, and it's over now. We got the World. We got the Ten of Wands and the Three of Swords, okay? This is going to break your heart, okay? It's going to devastate you. You may not show it. You may not show it. But it's going to be overwhelming for you emotionally. It's also going to be overwhelming for you in the sense of, you thought that this was going to go a different way. You guys thought that, like, you thought you guys were going down a different path. You finally thought you found somebody that you could trust, somebody that was always going to be honest with you, somebody that was going to be able to spoil you and give you the things that you wanted and needed while also giving you your independence. And I honestly think that it might even surprise you that this upsets you so much, because like I said, once again, I don't feel like your emotional connection with this person is really that deep. But I think that it's about the principle for you a lot. I think that you're somebody who really prioritizes loyalty over everything. And it's like, I'm supposed to be your ride or die. I don't care if you ever put a ring on it or not. You're supposed to always be honest with me and tell me the truth and tell me more than you telling these other people. Like, I think you want to feel like you're the right-hand man, quote unquote, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you thought you were that with this person. And maybe they do tell you things about other people or their other relationships or other things that are going on, but they just didn't tell you this, okay? And I don't know if you even would have left if you had known when you found out originally. Like I said, I think it's about the principle. I think it's the fact that they were not being honest with you. I think it's the fact that they took advantage of the trust that you had placed in them. And I think it's because you have had other opportunities to come to terms with this, Spirit has given you other opportunities to maybe open that door and explore and investigate a little more. And you're like, nope, 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 nope. I trust him, I trust him, I trust him. Only to find out that, you know, they weren't being honest with you, and they, whatever is being confirmed for you actually really hurts. And I'm really sorry to hear that, Scorpio. I am really sorry to hear that. I'm going to pull a card of advice before I let you guys go. Any advice for Scorpio? Seven of Pentacles. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Do you want a family? Do you want something long term? You want to build a legacy? You want children one day? You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself. Don't continue investing in relationships that aren't necessarily, that are comfortable for you, in the sense where they have their space, you have your space, even if that's not your setup. There's something about there not being enough emotional investment or emotional connection in this, like, or you not wanting that, or you presenting it as that's something that you didn't want, right? Even if it's something that you did want. I think maybe you did see potential to grow closer with this person, or to have a family with this person, or to establish some sort of legacy with this person, whatever that means, because not everybody wants children, and I totally get that. But I think now's the time, with the Seven of Pentacles, now's the time to like ask yourself, what have I been investing in that's not serving me? Okay, and what are my priorities right now? Okay, because your priorities are what shows up in your day-to-day behavior, your day-to-day actions. Those are your priorities. Whether they are priorities that you share with other people, that people can tell that you have or not, right? The Seven of Pentacles is a card of investment. What are you investing your energy in? Okay? And you have to wait for these things to pay off. And I feel like there's something about being patient or taking your time with things. Okay, not expecting everything to just be easy for you when it comes to dating and relationships. And what I mean by be easy is like maybe you kind of get addicted to these kind of instant connections where you feel like there might be something cosmic going on, or fate or destiny or something like that. And it's like if you don't feel that instantly with somebody, you typically will avoid them, or you won't continue to, you know, put any kind of emotional investment in it. What I will say is that if you find somebody attractive, they find you attractive, go out, go on dates, talk to them, get to know them a little bit better. Allow things to be a little bit more of a slow burn, because I feel like jumping in too quick, giving people too much trust, too much loyalty, and all that kind of stuff is going to keep you in situations like this, where you're going to find yourselves with, emotionally unavailable masculines who aren't honest with you, who don't operate with a strong sense of integrity, and are willing to say and do whatever they can to get what they want out of you. All right, Scorpio, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be with you guys next time.